Hi. Well, I've been trying to share for 3 days what I've been doing and what I want to do, but I kept having trouble with my camera. So I'm going to try again today. However, this is what I want to do. I want to have a craft with me every now and then, make a playlist. The problem is the 2 craft with me's I planned, I've already done, and I don't have an idea for the next one. So I thought I would just talk through what I did, show you what I did, show you my concept, and hopefully this video is good, and then I will come back to the concept of doing a craft with me when I get the next inspiration. So first of all, I'm going to show you this. This can be right here, but I want to show you this. So this I watched, and I know that she had the inspiration from someone else, but I watched Rachel at Roxy Creations, and she was talking about a project that you do slow stitching on. And, oh, I've been quite loving it. So I think I really like this. So it's just stitches, and I'm not any kind of perfectionist. I mean, any kind of great stitcher. But then you add things and layer things, and it becomes this beautiful strip. Now I'm going to tell you what I was thinking about doing with this. Let's put it this way, because there's the birdie right here. I'm going to be making a thank you journal for a person who's ordered many journals from me and paid for them. So I'm thinking about using this. I watched Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventure today, and today, and she had a journal on there that had a really cool leather strap thing. So I want to do something like that for the closure. So I'm thinking I'm going to use this Reader's Digest book cover for the cover. So the spine was disintegrated, so I'll have to come up with my own spine, obviously. I'd really like to keep most of this if I could. But then I was thinking this could be the closure. So what she did was, so let's pretend that this is like this, all right? So what she did was she had something that came around. So if I was going to do it, I might want to do something, because this has this color. So I might want to, this is the right side. So I might want to do something like this. So you'd have the cover, you'd have whatever it was you're going to have here, and then it would go around the book, something like this, right? And then you would stop it somewhere, like let's say we stopped it right around here. And the book was, let's see, the spine. Let's say you went like this and like this. And then you would sew on or something. I have an idea. What if I don't know. But so you use something, you figure out what you're going to do. Then you attach something in order to make it a closure. So you could attach whatever you want, some kind of fabric or whatever. And it could be this beautiful closure that can come off. And I thought, well, if people don't like it and they think, oh, I might lose it, then you just use it for a bookmark it in there and you'd still have it. So I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about using this somehow. But this is what you call slow stitching. In our day, back 50, 60 years ago, we called it embroidery, just embroidery. But so it's called slow stitching. And you just add layer pieces, and you put some, so you use different, like this was wax linen, I think, right here. I don't know how you can see it. But then somewhere else, I used a really thick cotton thread that I have. Different colors, add buttons, add pieces of things. So I really like this. So I'll either figure out doing that, maybe using it for the spine, but then I'd have to have a smaller spine than I want on it. But wouldn't that be pretty? Be so pretty, right? We could use that. I don't know. See, I really like this. So I've been working on this. The idea is to just put it on this big old spool like that. Well, see, it takes too much work now to try and get it all tight, but you get the idea. So this is going to just sit over here like that. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking about right now. I'm just thinking about it. But I wanted to show you the reason why I'm doing this. I bought this journal from Johnny at the junk journal shop because I like the size of it. It's about, you know, it's wider. I think it was 7 1/4 wide. And I think it's a normal height. And I like the little black and white picture of the kids, and it says moments. So I thought, well, I love this. It's been sitting around here for a while. I have many journals sitting around here that I buy that I love, but I don't know what to do with. So, but this one I thought I had a picture I'll show you in a minute. It's inside. And I thought, okay, I'm going to start because I want to work on collaging. So I'm going to start having something that inspires me and then work around that. So I've done, like I said, I've done several videos and there was one problem or another. So sadly, I've already done the work. But I'm hoping the next time I do one of these craft with me's, I can actually do it. Okay, so here we go. Let's open it. I added a book plate because, of course, I have black cats, and I bought this Ex Libris plate, and I love it. So I have that right here. I didn't put anything here because it's pretty, right? And I don't really have, I think that's a good plan not to do that. I didn't put anything here yet. I don't know. It's so beautiful, right? Okay, so this next page. Now this is something, she didn't give me this. I haven't done anything here, but I really want to use this because it's only one I have left, and I really like how pretty it is, the whole thing. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet with this envelope, whether if it's a flip out thing or what, I don't know. But I want to use this. So it's just here to remind me that I want to use that. Okay, so this is the first page that inspired me. The page was just a tea-dyed paper and this butterfly background. So what I did was, this was the picture that really inspired me. I've been trying to pick my room up since we're around for COVID. Trying to pick my room up. And so I cleaned out this one drawer that's just a terrible mess. And I remember I had this picture there. And then later on, I found this picture also. So I thought, well, I don't want them to get ruined in the drawer. I wanted to do something with them. I just never knew what. So I put together a little pocket with this little label that I don't remember where it was, either Tracy Fox or Roxy Creations, or I don't know, but it's super cute. I stamped family. This is my mother, her 2 brothers. And so I wanted it not to be glued down. I want to use the original because it's just in a box somewhere, right? So this is my mom, her 2 brothers. She was born in 1935, so this probably is 1940-ish because she's probably 5. And they lived in North Carolina. And this is her 1941-42, so she must have been kindergarten here, I guess. Look how cute she was. Same haircut, so I'm going to guess this must be around 1941, right? She's a cute little girl. She looks Romanian, I think. Anyway, so I put this together here. This is some handmade papers, so I just took a scrap and put love on there. And I just stamped around. Her birthday is January 6, 1935. She's no longer with us. She has died now, passed on. Behind here is masker's paper, painting paper, masking paper. And you can get it anywhere. It's very inexpensive on a large roll. So I cut a piece, put it here. Stamp the words mom on this really great old paper that just automatically looks like that. Put a big flower, put North Carolina, cut out North Carolina here. I wrote where she lived in North Carolina. I wrote a little bit about her. And then over here I wrote one of my favorite memories that we used to share as a family, that we used to do for my grandma, which was her mom. So I wrote a little thing there. When I did that, I realized this was not attached, and so it was by itself. So if I opened it, then I'd have a whole blank page there. So I decided to glue it here so it wouldn't break up the continuity, and it would make a pocket on the other side. So that's what I did. So sadly that never worked out because it was a big long video, and I was looking for, I thought I'd be really cool and just get an idea but not have everything here to do it with. Yeah, that was a bad idea, because then I spent my time looking through piles of stuff and it was just nothing on the screen. So that was dumb. Anyway, so that page is finished. This next page is inspired by this. So on, I think it was the 13th, the kids, this set of grandkids called me for, just they wanted to talk to me one day, which I thought was so cute. And so I thought, well, I took a screenshot of the picture, and then I decided I was going to write about it in this journal, because it's moments, right? I wanted to put this little piece of Temi paper, pretend this isn't here, around here. But then I realized that this was upside down. And I thought, well, there's no way I can do that. I have a musician in the family. Both he and his wife would notice and say something like, this is upside down. And then I would have to say, yeah, I meant it to be upside down. So even though I'm going to have to find another use for that. So it's in my little bin over here of things I want to do. So instead, I got some of the tissue paper I had received from Johnny's last sale. And because I love birdies. And so I tore it to try and mimic it. And then I put it on here. Glued it. Heavy. I used, where is it? I used the glue stick, the Oohoo glue. Oh, there it is, right here. I used this, right now I hit that. I used the Oohoo glue. And it turned out really great. The problem is that I was heavy-handed on putting it on. Now, it was much more sturdy than a napkin. But I ended up tearing it right here because I was trying to get some of the wrinkles out. I kind of like the wrinkles. And, well, look, that's coming up. Oh, here, we'll just fix this. We'll print it in as a craft with me. So then what I did, I got a hole here in this poor little bluebird. So on the tissue paper, I cut out the same thing, and then I glued it on top. It turned out fine. You can't even tell. Then this little piece of ephemera came with the book. She had it stuck in over here. And it says, Family Brings You Home, which I thought was perfect for the fact that we're, having a hard time with COVID-19. Everybody's all blocked out and stuff. So I used this. And on the back, I wrote down the date, the kids, their names, and the ages, and what we did that they called, and how much fun, how much joy it brought me that day just to have that. So let me tell you about my mistakes, because I was going to completely print the mistakes, but the video got all wonky and I couldn't, so I don't know what happened. Okay, but I had sewed a piece of canvas on here, but I sewed it, so I sewed right here. You can kind of see the holes right here. I sewed it here and it was way over too much. I thought I could do it without gluing it. So stupid, right? So then I took it off. I seam ripped it out, and then I tore it up here. And I thought, oh. Now, I'm a perfectionist, and I've been fighting against that for the longest time. So I decided, well, I'm going to keep it like that. And I thought, well, I'm going to use this tape that we make, this aged tape. So I did that. I put that on here and on here. But this side of the tape wasn't very good. So I thought, well, I'm going to just touch it up a little bit on here. Yeah, no, having MS, I drop things. I know I drop things. I don't know why I don't remember. I just dropped a whole thing of ice just a minute ago. I should tell myself before I do anything, hold it with both hands. Don't try and do other things. But anyway, I had that little bottle. I put it here, and it splattered everywhere. I thought, well, that's just great. That's just great. And I thought, well, it's staying there. Nothing I can do about it. So it's part of the page now. And then I wanted to put a piece of paper and stamp something on here onto the canvas. It's that heavy. I love this heavy canvas stuff. Well, I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to put family because it says family. I didn't want to do home. I didn't want, I guess, I didn't know. But then the idea COVID-19 came to me because that's, what's going on right now. So I stamped out COVID-19. I sewed it on with wonky stitches. I glued it down. Then I thought, I want to put a happy face. And then I went into a big, long discussion about how in the old days, the beginning of the internet, I used to type in how to make, I don't think they called them at the time. Maybe they did call them emojis. but there was no emojis. You had to make it fakely with, you know, on your keyboard. And so you would find these sites that would tell you how to, how to do different ones, what they meant, etc. So I thought, oh, I'll do a little winky face. So I did that. And, you know, with my stamp set that I found that was stuck in the drawer, I thought, well, that's super cute. So I put that down there. And then I'm done. So I've done 2 pages. I wanted to do 2 videos on that. And of course I didn't. So I'm so sorry, but I'm hoping that this one works out okay. And I can continue on with more of my thoughts. I don't have an idea for the next page, and that's why I wasn't going to do anything today with that. But that's when I decided to show you my pretty fussy stitching that I've been doing, or the, what I say, slow stitching. It's like snail mail. You can't just have mail now, you have to have snail mail. And I'm excited that I came up with this idea to use it with this, my next journal, which is my a giveaway. So there we have it. I'm very excited about this, and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do. So thank you for listening, and I promise that the next video, or I hope the next video, will be interesting. I have a swap coming up with Took's Craft Table, and I finished it, and I've recorded that video, but I don't want to put it up until she receives it, so that it's not... you know, I want it to be a surprise for her. So I have that video, but it's not going to go up for a while. So thank you for listening, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.